What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I'm your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. Watching my back is the Alexis Arguello puppet. We're back with another banger of an episode. My guest is already here. How you like them apples, folks? We're getting down to it and chopping it up with one of the GOATs. We're talking GOATs today, folks. I can't say it enough, man. I can't say it enough, man. When we're talking about GOATs, man, we're talking about you.
Yo.
We're talking about you.
No, you're not.
At least I'm talking about you. When I'm talking about GOATs, I am, James. Yeah, I am.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man, for real.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it means a lot it means a lot for someone like of your stature to come on my little podcast. So thank you. It really means a lot. Seriously.
Oh, man, you must walk around. Appreciate you. For real.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, first of all, man, because you're such a presence in the sport, I'm curious to know, when you're watching boxing now, who are some of the guys that you enjoy watching?
I watch Terrence Crawford, of course. Yeah. David Benavidez.
That's my guy. Yeah, I like him.
I love the guy. He put the pressure on.
Yeah.
Boots.
Yeah.
Boots is great. I love watching him. Very few. Tank. All the so-called killers.
Yeah. What about when you were coming up, though, man? Did you have those boxing heroes? How we all have those sports heroes, man? Who did a young James Toney look up to?
Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, Matthew Shah Muhammad, Mike Tyson, of course, Larry Holmes. All the greats.
And when did you know? Because I've always been fascinated about this part of boxing, champ, the mental side of it. Because I feel like there are people that are born with God-given talent, but a lot of the physical stuff can be learned in a gym. Footwork, jabs. But the mental stuff, though, and climbing into a ring and facing another guy in a fight is usually something that the average person does not want to do. How did you develop the mental toughness, to box? Where does that come from?
Man, I was born with it.
Yeah.
I was just born with it, and then plus I wanted to work hard to get great at my craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to be the best ever. Period.
Yeah. And
you have to be hungry. You have to want it. You can't be, I'll do it tomorrow. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't put it off. You'll do it now.
Right.
Not later. Now.
Now you're such an old. I equate you as to being such an old school guy, man, and such a throwback fighter. I'm curious, man. Like, what's your take on some of the stuff going on in the boxing world right now? Like, namely, like when you see these Jake Paul events. Like, do you look at a guy like Jake Paul and say, "Hey, there's a guy that's a fighter," or has he not earned that yet? Champ, the minute the question came out of my mouth, I was like, "Man, James Toney's not going to want to talk about it. He's not sitting down watching Jake Paul fights."
I would never, man. The guy is a garbage, a clown, the first class clown, man. He never was. He's trying, but he's not doing.
Yeah. What would he have to do to earn people's respect?
But he has the respect of all those. We call Instagram guys on. He has the respect. He has the fool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not me. Not me and all the old timers. We know the real.
Right. And so a young James Toney, man, like, what got you into the sport, man? Like, were you a guy that was getting in a lot of street fights with other kids, man? Like, when did you know you had hands?
I know I had hands on 10 years old. I was in a fighting school all the time, and my mom said, "I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna take you to the gym. We'll see what you're really about." And I don't know if you know the guy by the name of Stacey McKinley. You know him?
Oh yeah, of course.
He was my first trainer.
Yeah.
And my mom told her I wanted to have a book. So he put me in the gym in the ring with a guy who had 14 fights, amateur fights.
Yeah.
And you know what? I took him to school. I whooped his ass.
Yeah.
I whooped that trick. and I love contact sports. football and boxing were my two loves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had to do what I had to do in school, so I had to fall back on boxing, which was a great choice.
And were there any guys in the sport, man? Because you got such a ridiculous resume of, of guys who you've been in the ring with, man. But was there anybody though, that ever got, like where you ever felt like going into the fight, it was more than just business, where it was a little personal? Did anybody ever get under James Toney's skin?
Every fight was personal.
Yeah. I knew you'd say that. Yeah, that's how you have to look at it, though, right?
You have to. If you don't, you won't be in too long. You won't be in long at all.
Yeah. Why do you think there's too much of I imagine, man, like an old school guy like you, man, like must look at boxing today with a lot of these guys beefing on social media, man. Sometimes we don't see the big fight happen.
Man, that's some bullshit. They beef on Instagram and Facebook and all that. But when that bell ring, they run it.
Yeah.
Look, could you imagine Hitman Hearns and Mama Haggard doing that shit?
Yeah, on Twitter.
Come on, dog. Look, I'm not. If you told shit to me, come see me.
You're
come
right.
face to face with me. If you bad, if you bad to say it on TV, come say it on Instagram, or whatever. Come say it to my face and watch what happens to your ass. Come real. I keep everything real.
Yeah.
I ain't bullshit. I'm not gonna bullshit with you.
Right. You always have been. Yeah. You always have been. Yeah. One of my favorite moments, and I just saw this video come up on my YouTube feed the other day. It was some British talk show, and they had Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn on there, and it was the one where you were with Mickey Rourke. And you said, "I'll fight them both on the same night."
Hey, I was really serious. I wasn't playing because look, because look, I was in England visiting one time, right?
Yeah.
Me and my goon squad.
Yeah.
And I asked the cab driver, I said, "Do you know where cruiserweight lives?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Take me to his house." "No, I said, just take me over. Don't worry about it." So he took me to the house, right? I knocked on the doorbell here in this house. I knocked on the doorbell. And he answered the phone. He answered the loudspeaker. I said, "Come outside, man. Come talk to me." He didn't want to come outside.
No.
And then I went to Nigel Benn's house.
Same thing. Same thing.
I think always talk on TV and all that. I'm here. I'm in England. I'm in your town. I don't want to fight right now because we're in the money, but I want to make sure that you know that I'm here.
Right.
I'm in your town.
Right.
Town now.
Right. Like you want to feel like a guy's energy. You want to see if it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a pulse check. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so I imagine like a guy that was such a gym rat that liked to be in the ring, sparring, you've got, well over 90 professional fights. You're a guy that really, as you said earlier, really mastered your craft and through hours in the ring and lots of fights or whatever. Was it hard for you to walk away from the sport? I imagine it must have killed you to retire. No?
Because the more it was time.
Yeah.
It was time to go and still at the time I retired, they still didn't want to fight me.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit there and beg God to fight me. If you don't fight, you won't fight. Fight. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Yeah. Would it frustrate you to be an active fighter in the boxing game right now, though? Because as I said, we don't sometimes see these fights get made, and it feels like everybody drags their heels sometimes.
The thing is, when you don't fight the guy you will fight, make another one, make another fight.
Right.
You see what I fought, I'll always stay busy no matter what.
Right.
I'll fight somebody else. Boom. You don't fight me? Fuck you else. You see me? I'll go somewhere else. That's what I did.
Yeah. And you were a champion in so many weight classes, but I'm wondering, though, and you performed amazingly at all of them. Held titles everywhere from 160 to heavyweight. I don't think anybody could take anything away from you, man. But where did you feel like you did your best work? I mean, you were awesome in all those weight classes, but...
Heavyweight? Yeah, because when I was younger, I played football at 205.
Right.
And people don't know this. When I turned pro, I was 157.
Right.
Because the reason why I did that because everybody was saying back then I was too small to be heavyweight.
Yeah.
So they said they gonna lose weight. I said, how much was you gonna lose? They said, keep going, we'll see you stop. And once I got to 157, I'm like, fuck, I'm done. I ain't losing no more weight. And I kept on, having to train to keep my weight down because that was not my natural weight.
Right. Right. Is there anybody that's not on your resume, man, that you wanted to see have happened in your career? A fight that you wanted made that just didn't happen?
Me and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that would have been one for the ages right there, man. Yeah.
Mike, great fighter, all right. I don't take nothing away from him, but you sure ain't gonna see nothing away from me because my resume is excellent.
Amazing.
It is excellent.
Yeah.
It would have been a major battle of two killers. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think like stopped it from happening? Like, was it more the business side of boxing?
I think it is. You know what I'm saying? More than him. Cause I want to fight, he want to fight.
Right.
And there was no reason for me and him not to fight at all.
And as a guy like I mentioned, who's fought at so many different weight classes, I want to get your opinion on you brought up how much you like to watch Terrence Crawford. Where do you rate his chances if he moves up to 168? This big fight with Canelo that we're all hoping is going to happen.
I think he beats Canelo.
Yeah,
he might stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's walking around swole right now. He looks like he can carry the weight. He looks great.
I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I'm excited for him. I can't wait to see the fight because, like I said, I don't watch too many fights there because it's not worth it. But that he is worth watching. Benavidez is worth watching. Tank and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else now.
What does a guy have to do, man? Like, what does a guy have to do? Like, when you say there's not a lot of fighters worth watching, man, like, what does a fighter got to do to be on James Toney's radar? Like somebody you'll sit down and watch.
A kid like the kid Abdullah Mason.
Yeah.
Oh, he's nice.
Yeah.
The guy who's won the lightweight champion. What's his name? God damn it.
Tank?
No, not Tank. He had dreads.
Oh, Keyshawn?
Oh, definitely. He's up and coming. So you know, and as far as heavyweight division goes, there is no one.
Really?
Our heavyweight division is the worst ever.
The heavyweight division is the worst ever right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Worse. Can't nobody even spell fighting heavyweight division.
And so, you see somebody like Alexander Usyk right now, man. He's the heavyweight champ, man. Obviously, everybody is really giving him his flowers and really talking him up. But he wouldn't.
I don't know why. I don't know why because there's nothing special about him. Hey. Don't get me wrong. He's a good fighter, but he's not special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and right. I've asked a lot of boxers that I've had on here, like that Bud Crawford Canelo question, and a lot of them say that the Bud would be the guy that would be able to pull that off because he is a special fighter.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt.
Yeah. And so what is life? Catch fans up to speed on what life after boxing has been like for you. I know you got the cigar brand. I have my wine. I'm shooting a TV show right now. I'm shooting a movie of my life. And basically, I'm just trying to stay busy. A documentary movie?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
And so basically, just trying to stay busy. Trying to stay out the way. Don't try to stay my wife way.
Yeah. Yeah, as a married guy, I can understand that. Yeah, stay out of the wife's way, man. Yeah. I was just at the doctor's and I got all my paperwork and I said I got to bring this home to the secretary. I got to bring it home to the boss.
You're right about that.
That's how you stay married, right there. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, for years. For years, I'm like my papa was telling me that, right? I ain't about this shit, but now I understand what he was saying.
Yeah, and now you also tried. You also dipped your toe into the MMA world. What was the big difference between MMA and boxing, as far as you were concerned?
I'm training the floor work, and you know, I hate being on the floor. I ain't never been on the floor.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Yeah, rolling around.
But you know what? It is what it is. I'm they challenge me, and you know me. I never turned on a challenge. I
Yeah,
did, but the fact is, they were supposed to do a rematch 30 days later in boxing.
yeah,
But you see the cow retired because he
yeah,
knew I would tear his ass up.
yeah, yeah. Now you got so many great as I mentioned, so many great names on your resume. I'm curious, man. Who gave James Toney his toughest fight?
Mike the body snatcher McCallum.
Okay. You fought him 3 times.
Yeah, but the first fight was hectic.
Yeah,
But it took me the first 4 or 5 rounds. It took me a little bit to figure him out. But after I figured him out, it was on popping.
yeah,
But I learned a lot from him because I usually run in on everybody else. But with him, he'll trick you, run you into shots. And I had to slow down, take my time, and bring people apart.
you were one of those guys, man, who your offense was fantastic, man, but defensively, the things you did in there were so special. Unfortunately, we see a lot of these guys sometimes, like a Shakur Stevenson, where sometimes boxing fans don't appreciate the defensive style. It gets labeled as boring or not fan friendly or whatever. You know what I mean?
But see, but look, you look like this. His is because he ain't punch out.
Right.
See, look, difference between me and Floyd. Floyd made his own. You know what I'm saying? When you just go the road, you're supposed to stay in the pocket. Stay in the
Yeah.
pocket, subscribe, and my defense is my offense.
Right.
And you see, 9 times out of 10, I'm knocking somebody out. I catch their ass.
Yeah.
And see, Floyd ran around this thing, he ran up out of there. And with Shakur doing, it's just boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it's like they almost scared of your hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you.
And so it is what it is. And they all good fighters. I ain't saying them bad, but if you want out of the shoulder roll, do it the right way. Don't. And then you'll see if it's the confidence, you will see you be able to do it easily.
And
I just believe I did not get it overnight. I took a lot of alcohol whoopings before I got it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You paid your dues. Yeah. And so again, all those names on your resume, man. Is there one of the fights that didn't go your way that really stuck in your craw and that really annoyed you, or a fight that you thought should have went your way?
Yeah, Monte River, Sam Peters, both fights.
Yeah.
But the fight that I really regret taking, I should have listened to everybody in my corner. I wasn't ready to fight Ray Jones. The weight was too much. I had too much weight loss. I should listen, but y'all didn't. Roy wasn't a fight. Hey, hands out. But it is what it is.
Yeah. But you and Roy recently.
Look, Roy's a great fighter. I take it away from him, but he never. I'm the only one he gave a rematch to.
Yeah.
Because he know what happened.
Yeah. And you guys just, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys just co-promoted an event together, didn't you?
Yeah. We cool now. We cool. He's probably one of the only fighters I ever got cool with.
Yeah. So you keep it, you like to keep that grudge between all the past opponents.
Yep, definitely.
Let them know. Keep that same energy, right?
You know that's right.
Yeah. And so looking back on your career, man, what would you want the legacy to be remembered of James Toney, man? What do you want people to remember about your fighting days?
I fought everybody, never done no one. You know what I'm saying? I was a great fighter, period.
And you weren't down in your career, were you? Never.
Huh?
And correct me if I'm wrong, I followed your career and watched damn near every fight, man. You've never been down in your career, have you?
Yeah. One time I was down, but Roy Johnson, and then they said Roy never done, but he took my foot and went down. But as far as being knocked out, nah, never. You can't knock lights out.
Yeah, I know.
That ain't happening.
You do the knocking out.
I do the knocking out.
Yeah. And now, obviously, man, this has been a very sad month. We lost a couple of legends. We lost Livingstone Bramble, and of course, we lost the great George Foreman, man. Got any remembrances of Big George?
Man, I talk to George all the time, man. That's my guy. I
Yeah.
love George. And
Yeah.
we've been there for over 35 years.
Big
Great
loss.
person, great human being,
Yeah.
great soul. Man, I was missing. You know what I'm saying? But I was shocked when it happened. I heard it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Where does he
still,
rank on the
I'm still shocked. I still can't believe it. Now I can't call him and harass him no more.
on the list of all-time great heavyweights, man? Like, where does he rank?
I'm putting him two.
He's up there. Yeah. He's got to be, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. He's behind who? He's behind Muhammad?
No, Joe Louis, dog.
Oh, Joe Long. Oh, so you don't even have Muhammad number 2, huh?
No, I'll listen to 3.
Yeah, he's number 3. Okay.
You know, hey, I have to go.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you back. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Joe Louis is all-time great.
Is he a guy that you would actually, like, when you got started your fighting career, is he a guy, or is there a guy out there that you actually you studied?
Yeah, because my trainer Bill Miller, who was a great trainer of all time.
Awesome. Yeah.
And we train. We watch films with Joe Louis, Archie Moore.
Yeah.
Of course, the greatest of all time, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Amazing. Yeah.
Charles, he trained all the guys. He trained Tommy Hearns, and he trained Emmanuel Stewart. So they trained me. I was blessed to be with him for 6 years. And believe me, I sold them everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Are there any regrets you have in your career?
Yeah, that didn't listen to the fight. I listened to my people before I fought Roy Jones and pulled it out because I wasn't ready. But like I said, it is what it is. It happens. And I'm good.
Yeah, right. Like, you're not a guy that seems to make excuses. You know what I mean?
Nope.
I think that's why you're so respected.
Hey, I wasn't in shape. He won.
Yeah.
But you know what? Once you fight again, you see he did not approach me like he did everybody else.
You're right.
He wasn't doing that shit. He was scared.
Right. And now, what do you think when you see, like, I know I asked you about the Jake Paul fights. You're not a fan of them, man. But what do you think when you see, like, Jake Paul have a victory now over Mike Tyson? I know this is a Mike Tyson.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah?
That's bullshit. Everybody know Mike let that motherfucker win.
Yeah. Right? Come on, champ.
Man, that guy's garbage, man.
I don't care if Mike Tyson is 100 years old, man. He doesn't get beat by Jake Paul ever.
Hell, Mike,
ever.
No, I'm not. No, I ain't. Please.
I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson in a wheelchair should win that fight.
Most definitely.
You know.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, Steve Wonder can knock out Jake Paul.
Yeah. But he is bringing eyes to the sport, though. There are people that defend him. There are people that defend him that say he's making people watch the sport of boxing.
Yeah, he made wrong people watch the sport of boxing. He's trying right now. He's trying to turn off everybody with the bullshit he's doing.
Yeah,
everybody's getting on to it now. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Everybody's seeing what's going on.
Right.
And but like I said, if you want a real victory, come see me.
Right.
I got him. I'll make him look real good.
You're right. Yeah. Now, in the past couple of years, you have had a couple of exhibition fights. Are you completely done, or is there a time you could see putting the gloves back on again?
Man, I'm having the same show. Everybody's still scared to fight me.
Yeah.
Everybody's even exhibition, they still scared. Because everybody know I can fight for real.
I know.
I'm not a bullshit fighter. I'm a real one.
Yeah, you are.
I'm the last ocean fight ever.
Yeah, I believe that, champ. I believe, man, that you are. Yeah, like you are the last of a dying breed for sure. Yeah.
So they want to check because they know I'm not gonna play with them.
Yeah.
I could knock him out.
Yeah.
I could have, but I didn't.
Right. You feel like. Is that because you feel like when you're in an exhibition that you are going a little bit lighter? Do you feel like that's what you have to do in an exhibition?
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
That's not for you. Yeah.
No.
That's tough for a guy like you. I
I
can
want,
imagine.
I want a real fight. Let's go. Whoever, hey, like I said, to this day, whoever won can still get it.
I agree.
Don't talk,
Yeah.
hey, don't. If you want to talk about it, be about it.
And whereabouts can people find out about the cigar brand if people want to check out the cigars?
They can call 215-869 5467.
Okay.
Ask for Jeff.
As for Jeff, okay. And this is your own. This is your own line, right? This is your own line of cigars.
My own line. Lights out, baby. All day.
And you've always enjoyed a good cigar, right?
Yes, sir.
Even back in the fighting days.
Yeah, I've been smoking since 1990.
Yeah.
And I had turned because I always Alexis Arguello was like, son, you gotta relax, man. That's what you mean. I said, I don't smoke weed, I don't drink. He said, try cigar. For real. And once I tried cigar, I see how it just mellowed me down.
Yeah.
I've been hooked ever since. 35 years.
And for people that aren't familiar with cigars, about how many cigars is a good amount to smoke per day?
Me, that's 5.
5.
For a regular human, maybe 1. 2.
So you're out here saying right now, James Toney, not a regular human being.
Oh, you already know that. You already know that.
I do know. Yeah. Hey, listen, champ, man. It's always an honor having you on here and getting to chop it up with you, man. I'm glad that we're in touch, man. Stay in touch. We'll definitely do this again, my friend.
Well, let me tell you something. This is Rexx Booker from
Off the Couch Boxing. Yeah.
No, sorry. This is Rexx Booker from Off the Couch Boxing. Get you later.
Yeah. And hold on a second, man. In true form right here, I'm going to break out the Alexis Arguello puppet. You remember Alexis Arguello, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to give me one more good stare down, champ. Go ahead. You want a piece of me? Champ, he's talking shit, champ. He's jawing a little.
Your mother.
I got to just throw him away right there, man. You went to the mother, man, right away, man. I got to respect it, champ. That's the first stare down he's had in a long time.
That's good. We're all right, man. We're all right.
Yeah, I love you, champ. Really, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing this, man. In my mind, the GOAT, man. 160 to heavyweight. Nobody did it better, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Stay in touch, man. Me and you will chop it up again, my friend.
For sure. Definitely.
All right. Thanks, lights out. Appreciate you, brother.
Already know.
Thank you, brother. There he goes, folks. That right there is a bona fide, certified, OG, legit legend. Call him whatever you want, man. From 160 to heavyweight, the greatest to ever do it, man. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm going to look up his credentials right now, man, just because I'm a slacker and I don't have him here, man. I can go into the I should know him being such a huge fan, but I want to get his credentials right, folks. I'm going to put the Papa glasses on and everything. World champion in 3 weight classes, IBF and lineal middleweight titles from 91 to 93, IBF super middleweight title from 93 to 94, IBF cruiserweight title in 2003, and competed at heavyweight and took on damn near everybody in his era at heavyweight as well. The heavyweight title eluded him, but make no mistake, man, James Toney was still up at heavyweight, taxing asses, man. Believe that, man. His notable fights, man. Who hasn't he been in the ring with? Win, lose, or draw. I'm not even giving results. These are just names. Frezzo Kendo, Hasim Rahman, Samuel Peter twice, Dominic Gwynn, John Ruiz, TKO'd Evander Holyfield, Vasily Girov, the body snatcher Mike McCallum, Montel Griffin, Roy Jones Jr., Iran Barkley, Doug DeWitt, Michael Nunn, Reggie Johnson, Bobby Gunn. Come on, folks. Come on. Somebody in the comment section tell me a better fighter that did it from 160 to heavyweight, man. And not only did it, but did it at the elite level, capturing gold, taking on all the best, man. You can't take anything away from just James Lights Out Tony. As he said, man, born with it, bred with it, man. And there have been other guys on here who have alluded to that fact as well, man. The fighters are born. And Lights Out is just one of those guys, man. You just watch him in the ring and the natural gifts that he possesses and how effortless and easy he makes it look, man. And as he said and pointed out many times in the interview, he is a real one. Dudes call him out, man. You heard his story on there, man. Goon Squad, he's in England. Hey, I'll go rap on Chris Eubank's door. I'll go run down Nigel Benn, man. See if they have that same energy, man, when I'm here in their face. As he said, not the fight, man. Just a heat check on some of these guys, man. And, I mean, that's a real one right there, man. James Toney has always freaking said it, man. You know what I mean? He'll fight anybody, man. When you see him, man, be about that energy, man. I mean, I've worshipped the guy, man, for years, man. What he does, staying in the pocket, right there in front of you, on the ropes, shoulder rolling, making you miss, making you pay. That's what boxing is all about right there, man. That is a certified, bona fide, OG, legit legend. I can't say enough about it, man. And somebody that I consider, man, a friend of the show. That's time number 2 now, having the great Lights Out Tony. And there will be many more interviews, man, because I could just listen to James talk about his career and just keep constantly coming up with new questions and digging into his career and specifics on fights and really pick his brain, man. He's a bona fide treasure, man. A living legend, man, that should be cherished, man, by boxing fans. I hope he gets the credit he deserves. I don't want to use the word underrated. Hopefully when people are talking about the greatest fighters of all time, he's somewhere in the conversation, man. For me, from what he did, man, as I said, to 160 to heavyweight, man, he is very much there in the not just a certain weight division or a certain era. He's in there, for me, in the conversation with GOATs of all time across any era. I've heard a couple of people on other podcasts or whatever, when they're ranking the all-time greats or whatever, people putting him in top 20, top 25 fighters of all time. I might even have him even up there, even a little bit more, man. But certainly, man, pugilists, guys who mastered the art and science of boxing, the sweet science, man. Yeah, he's definitely top 10, top 20 of all time. I'm talking about from any era. You drop James Toney in any era of boxing, man. He is successful. He is whooping asses, man. No doubt about it, man. You could put him in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, anywhere, man. You drop a James Lights Out Tony into the boxing world, man, into the mix, man. And he's championship elite level in any era, man. So a huge honor to have him on, man. I can't thank him enough, man. Just a guy that when he pops up on the screen, I'm awestruck. I go into fan mode. I try to keep my composure. I try to maintain a modicum of professionalism on here, but I can't help it. I get giddy. I'm a fan at the end of the day, man. Just like all of you guys out there watching this podcast. I'm a fan. I see James Lights Out Tony, and my mind goes back into my catalog of all the great fights that I've seen involving him, man. And it brings out the fan in me, which is come on. That's what we all love about the sport. We all have our guys, our fighters, the guys that we pull for, man. Those fights that are playing on a loop in our mind, man. And James Toney, for me, is starring in so many of those memories, man. So a huge honor to have him on. Thank you once again, James Lights Out Tony. He got in here so quick, didn't even get to go into promotional mode. You thought I forgot, but I didn't. Make sure to like and follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. That's first and foremost. There you'll get updates on new episodes, when they're dropping, who's going to be on those episodes, and any other big boxing news that's popping off. I will share it with you and keep my fans in the loop, whether it's big fight news, fight results, breakdowns, analysis, predictions, viral videos, something pops off at a press conference or a weigh-in, I'm on it. I'm copying, I'm pasting, I'm ripping it from somewhere and I'm putting it on the page. If you follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook, you will be informed. Today, as a matter of fact, just dropped on there the first press conference between Fabio Wardley and Big Baby Jarrell Miller, man. Already, man. Shots fired, man. Big Baby up out of his seat. throwing bucking bitch slaps, man. So it's going to get real between those two, man. Anything that pops off like that that's noteworthy, that's going to get us pumped up as fight fans, I'm throwing it on there. And of course, if you're here on this page, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tapped in. This is the home, of course, of the most amazing and real boxing conversations anywhere on planet Earth. Legends, luminaries, world champions, and fighters on the come up. All coming here to chop it up with your boy Reckless Rexx Ruger. This is, of course, the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of boxing podcast. And I got good news for you. You too can be a champion as well. How? How can I be a champion, Rex? What's the formula? What's the ingredients? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to cut you in on it, and it's very simple. Continue to stay tapped in with Off the Couch Boxing and continue to roll with us. Roll with the champs. Peace.